whānau, no mai hoki mai ki te Haohao Te Tangata, our video series all around redress here in Whangaroa. Today I'm really excited to have a kōrero with our Whangaroa Papa Hapū technical lead, Engie Matene. Kia ora e hoa.
Tēnā koe.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Kia ora e te whānau, ko ai au. I te taho tōku pāpā ko Ngāti Rangi, Ngāti Moerewa me ngā hapū o Te Hikutu, o ku hapū. I te taho taku māma, ko Atu, rātou ko Tongarewa, ko Tahiti, ko Mauke, o ku motu. No tautoro hokianga me Kūki Āirani ahau, ko Engie Matene, tōku ingoa. So it's wonderful to be here.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, so we're in a really important time where we're encouraging whānau to register with Whangaroa Papa Hapū as part of that redress journey. Engie, why is it important that our whānau and hapū register with the Whangaroa Papa Hapū registration process right now?
I believe it's really important for us to register because what's going to happen is we are collecting whānau information to be able to communicate with our with the descendants of Whangaroa, which is really important. And also, I believe with the introduction of AI, making sure that our people are who they say they are when they register is becoming more important, because there are examples of situations where when any iwi or hapū are going through the reparations process, people usually equate that to being, we can get some benefits from this. So to ensure the benefits go back to our uri or whangaroa, that's why we have a registration process as part of the mandate strategy.
So you've explained why it's important. What does the actual registration process involve for our whānau?
Yeah, beautiful. So it's pretty straightforward at te whānau. We've provided two ways for you to be able to register. One is you can register online. So if you head to our website, right on the front page there is a link that you can click on that takes you to the online registration forms. And that's one part. The other part is some of our whānau still love the old school analogue ways, and so you can download the physical form and you can complete it, and you can either send it in or email it in. So we've provided both options for our uri.
Kapai, awesome.
Our Papa Hapū registration process is being fully administered by volunteers of our own whānau. So we've got Whaidelina Weston alongside Adele Hori and Robin Taurua, the amazing Robin, who is actually on the ground leading this mahi. And my role in this is to come in as a technical lead and make sure that the system that we're using is running, to make sure any issues that we're having are being solved, and to ensure that the current setup, which is using the Haohao platform, making sure that it's working as it should for the registration process here. So, we mentioned earlier that the two ways that you can register. Now, what happens with your information once it's received, either via email or in the post, is one of the team take this and processes your information. So there's no team outsourced hiding away. It's literally being built from the ground up from our whānau here at home. So what they'll do is we input your information into the Haohao platform, which, by the way, Haohao is actually housed here in Whangaroa. We're not holding any of your data. All the data is being held on a server here in Whangaroa, which is really important to ensure you have sovereignty over that. And then what the team are doing is processing your information, and we do two really important checks. We make sure, one, that the details you've provided are correct, so email, phone number, pairawa. And then the other check that we do is we make sure we give you a call, and we make sure that you are who you say you are, and that you have a connection to Whangaroa. So yes, we could automate this process, but actually we found it really important to make sure that it's one of our own, greeting one of our whānau when you come to register. So yeah, all of this has been created in-house here on the ground. So
awesome.
Mā Whangaroa, nā Whangaran. And part of the registrations is that you give us consent to share communications with you. And that's the main purpose of this, is to make sure, one, we've got the contact details of our uri, and two, we can get information to you, and three, which is coming, make sure that we've got people's information and data for when it comes to mandate development and needing to vote and elect and those things.
So really important infrastructure really that we get in place now, so that when it comes to that process, then it's all solid, and people can join at any time too, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So at any point along the journey. Yeah.
Absolutely. Any point along the journey, And if you think you've registered but you're not sure, I would say register again. Or there are contact details as well on the website to get in touch with our whānau here, and they'll be able to help guide you through whether or not we've got your details too. So it's all homegrown, which is wonderful.
What, in your opinion, was the reason for choosing Aho over maybe a different software?
So free open source software is really powerful because that license means we cannot charge the user. So this platform is free to use, and we look at ways to have grants and funding to be able to keep developing on this platform to be able to have it available to whānau. So just a few light touches as to why that's important. We've built Aho with data sovereignty in mind. So what is on the devices that are used by the team is only there. We hold none of your data, none of your whakapapa. It's all held in-house here in Whangaroa. And the other side to it too is that because it's free, we wanted to, within the Papa Hapū, show how we can do it first, but also make this available to any other hapū who may want to have their own registrations as well. So if there are hapū out there who are interested in having their own system set up and walking through that, Whangaroa Papa Hapū are here to want to enable that. So that's another offer, is to make that aware to our whānau. You can have your own system that can then work with the one that's being used at the moment. Pai rawa tēnā.
Yeah, ka pai. So that would be something like if you, as a hapū, wanted to, I don't know, create your own whakapapa database or something, then you could tune in, which is separate to the registration process. It's your own database as a hapū.
That's right.
Yeah.
So Aho, the platform, is a whakapapa archival system. It can also hold collections or stories, and then within that you can also use it as a people registry or a tribal registry, like we are with the Papa Hapū. And there are ways in which you can share your data only within your whānau, but that's all built into the app as well. So I should mention that whilst we support Aho, the organisation I work with is Mātou Collective. So I'm a core contributor and co-founder, and the team who co-founded Mātou are also the team who built Aho. So if you're wondering, wait, Aho Mātou, why the shift? Actually, it's been through the work that we've done with the Whangaroa that we learnt, actually, if we truly want to decentralise systems and access to it, or governance of these systems, that we need to be about the collective. So it's no longer Aho, I am, it's Mātou, we are. So that's the shift.
Yeah, awesome. So how will whānau be kept updated once they register, and what are the next steps after that?
Wonderful, yeah. So whānau, you can expect to receive communications. So if you haven't joined the Facebook page already, then we'd make sure that you have access to that. We also are going to start releasing newsletters, which is just to make sure whānau are aware of where we're at in terms of the mandate strategy, development. And then what's really important is when it comes to making decisions together, that we can actually connect with our uri who have registered and bring everyone together to make those decisions around voting and what next steps are.
Yeah, awesome. What would you say to whānau who might be a little bit unsure about registering or feeling a bit hesitant about the process?
Yeah, I think I'd love to encourage our whānau to register, and I just want to make sure that it's really clear that registering for the Papa Hapū is a separate kaupapa to registering with Te Runanga, for example. So if you've registered with one, make sure that you do register with the other so that you're getting the information from the correct places and spaces. So that's what I would say is, please register, encourage your whānau to register. Summer's coming up, so when you're at the beach, have the phone out, start doing some registrations, because that's what you can do now. That's what I'd say, is make an effort to.
Yeah, ka pai. And also, if there are whānau out there, you know, not everybody's on the internet, there are also physical copies available at the tari here at Whangaroa Papa Hapū. So yeah, people are also welcome to come and collect those, eh?
Absolutely. You can come in and collect them, or if you're here and you just want to get it done and one of us are here, we tend to come in on a Wednesday. So no mai, hara mai, we're happy to walk you through and do a registration with you. If there's a kaumātua group that might want to come in, hara mai, we're happy to help. And I think that's the key here, is that we make it available to everyone.
Yeah, kia ora. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Eho. I think we covered that all off. And whānau, if you have any questions, please feel free to email us at comms@whangaroapapahapū.org.nz. Yeah, as usual, whānau, you can find us on Facebook under Whangaroa Papa Hapū or on Instagram. We also have a YouTube page where you can watch our longer interviews, or you can visit our website where all of our kōrero is also stored, as well as the registration link, which is an easy process to find just on the homepage, on the landing page. So yeah, ngā mihi koutou, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you for the next episode. Ka kite.